Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Panther Tales with your host, Wesam. Now, I'm going to start off by saying I'm probably going to make this a quick one. I am a very spontaneous person. And you know what I decided to do today? I decided to go ahead and buy tickets to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Carolina Panthers game. I'm going to go get a rental car. I'm going to drive my ass down there, and we're going to go watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Carolina Panthers to see who's going to make it to the playoffs, even though I know there's other scenarios to clear the path for the Carolina Panthers to make it. But regardless, I don't want to take those paths. I want to end it right there. If it does get to that point, shit, might have to think about it even going to Atlanta, but here we are. So let's go ahead and begin. I do have a story. I just pulled it up. It's from Seth Zimmerman. It's actually a really good story. So long story short for why I'm a fan, but boiled down to me being an 11-year-old nerd from Indiana who went to see my retired military great uncle in Charleston for vacation. He wanted to toughen me up, and since I only watch baseball and hockey, he thought the brand new Carolina Panthers in their inaugural season would be good for me. He was a dick, but I did love the Panthers. I gave the full story on an interview on the Panthers Reddit podcast a few years ago. Greatest memory is either Thanksgiving 2015 when TD destroyed Romo. It was Luke Kuechly, but I know what you're saying. And I yelled so loud that my neighbors came in to check on me. Or Christmas 17 versus the Bucs. It was the only game I've been able to see in person. We drove 10 hours through snow for it. Look at that. I'm about to drive too, my boy. Before the game, my wife pulled out a Panthers bib to let me know she was pregnant with our first kid after trying for 3 years. Wow, dude. That's actually an awesome story. Then the game ended with Cam recovering his own fumble at the goal line, dive across for the winning score. It was amazing. Seth, great story, dude. That is awesome, and we're happy to have you in this family. And I know that you have been a fan longer than even me, just because I started more so in the 2000s, but I was young. I was a young guy. But that's an awesome story. But like I said, guys, I got to make this one quick because I got to hit the road, Jack. No more, no more. Okay. So let's talk about the games from last week. We versed the Seahawks. The interviews were fun. Great meeting people. Always got to say it just because it's true. The vibes were a little down compared to the vibes from like the Rams game. I don't know if it's because newer and newer people are coming and they just haven't been to a game in a while. But when we come to the game, guys, let's be hype. And if somebody says keep to you, say fucking pounding. I mean, it's just common courtesy at this point. Whatever. So energy was a little bit down. Gave me the feeling that I don't know. Then energy vibes did get up. But at the end, guys, like I said, our home field advantage is if we are a pumped up crowd and we can give the energy to the team. And our crowd was okay for the most part, but there were more Seahawks fans there than there was when we were playing Tampa, comparing those two fan bases. So they were a little louder. You heard the Seahawks every now and then, but whatever. On to the next. So we didn't play that good. It was a rough game. So many missed opportunities is what I would attain it to. Dumbass penalty by J.C. Horn at the end when it was 3rd and 20. They were just trying to get off the field, face mask, ruin momentum, and then we ended the game kneeling down the ball pretty much. Bryce passed for 50 yards, probably a career low. Just not good all around, and obviously you give credit to where credit is due. Seahawks defense is amazing, and they were flying all over the ball, and they were covering pretty good. But honestly, sometimes you got to just take a couple shots and see. And if you look back, we did take one, but like I said, you got to take a couple to see, especially when you're versing a good team. And you also have to make those turnovers when they are presenting themselves in front of you. J.C. Horn also should have had a probably pick six at the very beginning of the game. That would have changed the whole circumstances of the game and the whole the way the whole game played out. So it is what it is. We're moving on. That game we lost. I think it was 20-7, something crazy. we kneeled down at the end, pretty much saying, "Look, we're just gonna go in healthy to Tampa because it's always been Tampa. It's always been Tampa. It's always been Tampa." And I'm actually really excited to go to that stadium because A, I've never been to Tampa, and B, I'd love to see the pirate ship. So I guess we'll be seeing that tomorrow. Sweet. So let's go ahead and talk about the games that happened this last week. For the Christmas games, Dallas beat Washington 30-23. Detroit beat Minnesota, Minnesota beat Detroit 23-10. Denver beat Kansas City 20-13, and that's without Patrick Mahomes playing. Maybe they should bench Mahomes next year. Apparently, this Olakandu guy is even better. Houston versus the Chargers. Houston won 20-16. Big Cat's going to have to chop off his pinky, and that'll be a great day just because he never can credit the Panthers for anything, talking about how Tyler Shuck should be in the playoffs, sucking him off. Like, dude, just suck him off on your own time. Baltimore versus Green Bay, 41-24. Baltimore won. Green Bay got their ass kicked. Cleveland 13, Pittsburgh 6. What the fuck does Pittsburgh do, bro? Like, what most confusing team in the history? New England won 42-10 against the Jets. Expected. New Orleans beat Tennessee 34-26. So obviously Shuck got sucked off by PMT again. Jacksonville, because they beat the worst team in the league. Oh, and then they'll be like, oh, they swept you. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Like, that was a rigged game too. I don't care what anybody else says. Jacksonville won 23-17 against Indianapolis. The Colts are now out of the playoffs. Wow. Miami beat Tampa Bay, exactly what we needed in order for us to clinch a playoff game, but, you know, we couldn't come through. And funny with that score, a couple of people, or one guy did say that Miami was going to win by 3, and they did. So good on you, brother. Seattle, so 20-17 was that score. And then Arizona versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati won 37-14. New York Giants versus Vegas. I thought this would be a game Vegas would win. I don't know why. They really, really suck. Giants won 34-10. Philadelphia versus Buffalo. Philadelphia won by 1 point, 13-12. Chicago versus San Francisco. It was a shootout game, and San Francisco pulled out on top, 42-38. And your final game, the second thing that we needed to happen, even though I don't want to put our chips in Atlanta's hands, but Atlanta won 27-24. Sheesh. Okay, let's talk about these Week 18 games and predict them. So Seattle's versus San Fran for the number 1 seed. That's the other game on Saturday. Honestly, ours should have been the night game. Like, that's deciding a playoff, whatever. So that's what is going to be going on, and I think Seattle will win. Their defense is too good. Indianapolis versus Houston. We're going Houston again. Dallas versus New York Giants. We're definitely not going Giants. We're going Dallas here. Cleveland versus Cincinnati. Let's go Cleveland, and Myles Garrett gets the sack leaderboards. You got New Orleans versus Atlanta. Got to go with Atlanta. We'll never say New Orleans. Got to go with Atlanta. Got to go with Atlanta. Got to go with Atlanta just as a fallback plan, but got to go Atlanta. Atlanta's a better team too, and Chris Olave's out. Heal up, brother. The blood clots are scary, but Atlanta. Bijan, give it to Bijan. Don't give it to anybody else. Block for Bijan. Bijan will do the rest. Green Bay versus Minnesota. I guess it depends on who's playing quarterback. Let's just go Green Bay here, though. Tennessee versus Jacksonville. Arizona versus the Rams. The Chargers versus Denver. Chargers. Kansas City versus Vegas. Kansas City. Miami versus New England. Washington versus Philly. And this is if people are playing their starters. If they're not, I don't really care about what I picked. Detroit versus Chicago. Detroit as a last game upset. Jets versus Buffalo. Buffalo. Sorry that I had to think about that. My mind is going 2 miles per hour right now. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. I am going to go, ooh, this is a playoff game. Ooh, this is a playoff game. Ooh, this is a playoff game. I don't think Steelers can make it. So we're going to go with the Ravens. Okay, and I met a Ravens fan last week. He was cool as fuck. So go Ravens. And obviously, we have a game. It's in Tampa Bay. I just decided to go. Me and Pops are going to go. Hopefully the fans aren't too mean. Now I plan on doing some fan interviews. It'll be cool to do it in a different stadium, and it'll be cool to go to an away game. I like going to one away game a year. Raymond James Stadium is a place that I've wanted to go just because they have a pirate ship at the stadium, and so it should be cool. Once again, hoping Tampa Bay fans are nice, like we were nice to them. Hopefully they'll come out with the same kind of nice energy. But a lot is on the line here, so if they're not so nice, that is what it is. But just like, if you want to be a dick to me. Don't be a dick to my dad. That's what will get me mad. So I'll try to interview people. We'll see what everybody's thinking over there, and hopefully take home the W. That would be big time to be there and see the W to make our first playoff appearance in 8 years. And I already have my, like I said, wild card tickets, so would love to go to that game. But a lot of things have to go right this weekend. I really hope we have been preparing the way we're supposed to be preparing. We just won 2 weeks ago, 23-20, so it wasn't a blowout by any means. And they were driving; they had the ball last, to give them the chance to win, and we happened to make a stop. So got to come out with the best shit you have. Honestly, all year, what you've been working on, you got to do it. Please just come out and just go and do your damn thing. If you guys give us Panther football for a full 4 quarters, we should win by at least a touchdown is what I'm saying. 10 points. Let's put the pressure on them. Let's get them down early. Let's not give them a chance. Let's go home to Carolina feeling good. Prepare for that playoff spot, but it's not going to be an easy game. Tampa Bay is going to give us all they got. It's going to be I'm very, very, very nervous, okay? Very, very nervous. So just hoping we could do the thing. Even on ESPN, they're showing a picture of the Panthers Bucs right now, so it's what everybody's going to be tuning into. I will be there now. Give me your best positive wishes, guys, and as always, keep pounding.